This video is for anyone who feels stuck while starting a small business from home. I feel stuck in my small business, but I'm still showing up today. Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel where I am documenting my small business journey. If you would like to follow along, don't forget to subscribe. I want to start off this video talking a little bit about why I started. So I am a new grad. I completed my business degree just over a year ago, so I still consider myself a new grad, but I felt so behind as soon as I graduated, which is kind of weird considering I accomplished something really big in my opinion. But I just felt like everyone around me was excelling as soon as they were done school and they were getting jobs and they were moving forward in their careers, but everything was so stagnant for me. I currently do work a job, but it's just not in the field that I went to school for. So after a year of applying for jobs and not getting anywhere, I really wanted to push myself and do what I've always wanted to do, and that is build my small business. And I really wanted to build something that I'm proud of and prove myself right, because for the longest time, I was my biggest critic. I also just wanted to build something to have a little bit of more freedom because I deserve to do something for myself. And if I can show up for my employer every day on time and give it my all, then why can't I do the same for myself? And now I want to kind of transition into speaking about the reality of starting a small business from home. So the first thing I've learned is how easy it is to procrastinate. Being at home, you are surrounded by comfort and you are surrounded by distractions. So it is so easy to put things off for later. And I have caught myself doing that many times where I'm just like, today I'm just gonna watch this YouTube video and then work on my small business tomorrow. But catching yourself and making sure that you pivot that thought and work on your small business in the moment will save you from the procrastination. Another thing that I noticed is how easy it is for your self-doubt to creep in. There's just this thought in my head that, is what I'm doing even good enough? Is someone else doing it better? Will this even go anywhere? Am I just wasting my time? But I always remind myself of the goal and why I started, and that just keeps me going. Now, another one that I haven't heard other small business owners touch on is when you live with someone and how that can sometimes be an obstacle as well in your small business because it's a shared space. And in my example, sometimes I want to make ASMR videos, and when my entire family's home, that becomes very difficult. So just coordinating with everyone's schedules and making time for your small business is so important, and just being organized and planning ahead, that always saves me. When starting a small business from home, you'll be making products without orders, and sometimes it feels like a waste of time, a waste of resources, a waste of money. But again, these are just things that you are going to have to do for your small business, despite it feeling like you're wasting your time or you are not getting anywhere. But if you don't make the products, then how will people buy? Another thing that I came across in the last little bit of me starting my small business is that I am so grateful I had a viral reel on Instagram, and it was so nice for me to reach an audience who was engaging with my post, and it just felt like it was just like a high. I was so happy. I was so motivated. Even the first YouTube video that I posted got a lot of engagement, but I was not prepared for the silence that comes after that. it was just crickets. And this resulted in me feeling very low, having those thoughts like, is it worth it? And still not getting sales. But again, I knew I had to act upon my discipline and still show up and continue reminding myself why I started the small business, because being stuck is a part of the process. It's just how you move forward despite feeling stuck that matters. And another thing that just happened to me before recording this voiceover is I'm hoping to launch a new product in the coming weeks, but it's so easy for you to see a product on social media and think that, oh, this is perfect, but you do not see how many takes it may have taken that small business owner to make that product. And it took me so many tries to make this product this morning, and so many times I was going to give up, but I would take a break and I'd be like, no, I'm going to continue doing this, pivot, change the design, change the size. And it was difficult. And in these moments, you just know that you cannot give up. You are so close and you just keep having to push through. And I'm not going to lie, it was so difficult to push through this morning, but I feel amazing now in this moment that I pushed through. I made that product and it will be launching in the next coming weeks. So the reason why I'm still showing up, despite it being so difficult sometimes to create this business from home, is just because I like to remind myself of my end goal. I added this to my vision board in the beginning of 2026, and I like to look at it twice a day to remind myself to keep going. And this journey, I'm learning how to fall in love with it because I'm becoming someone who is consistent, and it's who this journey is creating, that best version of myself, and it is being created through this struggle and the ups and downs. I also want to keep showing up because I know this is a long game and it's not something that is going to be quick success, because it's never that easy. Even though it may seem like it is, it really is never that easy. And I'm okay with waiting. And I am in the mindset that I don't need something right now. I don't need a sale right now. Otherwise, I will give up. And I like to set realistic goals for myself to stay on track. I like to have goals, stay on track, but still give myself that wiggle room to pivot and give myself time to reach these goals. But always remind myself that I need to consistently put an effort every day towards this business. I also like to celebrate my small wins, and every win is a win. Whether it's small, if it's just a like, a comment, a subscriber, a new follower, they are all wins and they compound. So I always like to remind myself that just because I haven't gotten a sale yet, it doesn't mean that what I'm doing is wrong. It's just taking a little bit more time than I thought it would. Lastly, I stay disciplined and show up on days it's hard, because I know giving up is not an answer. If you're feeling like this as well and the content in this video resonated with you, then I want to let you know that you are not alone. Subscribe to build alongside me and to continue hearing about my real small business journey. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.